And here in our area, Katie, we are feeling wind gusts, but apart from that, we really don't have much to worry about. At least that's what you've been telling me all morning.
Right, we're on the edge of the storm. Now it goes to show you just how big the storm is, that we're feeling the winds here. They kicked up yesterday and continue to be breezy today, now sustained over 10 miles per hour for many communities, close to 15 miles per hour for Charlotte, Lancaster, and Boone, and a wide area has wind speeds over 20-mile-per-hour gusts. Now, we're not dealing with the rainy part of this storm. Look how far away the wet weather is. Live early warning Doppler 9 allowing us to pick up the radar data from the coast, showing you the heavy bands of rain continuing where our reporter Ken Lemon is today in Kill Devil Hills. He's going to have live reports coming up this evening on Eyewitness News at 6 p.m. just to show you those conditions, because these are heavy downpours continuing, and that rain has been going on all night. Because this storm is picking up so much moisture, there are actually flood watches from the northern corner of North Carolina all the way up into Vermont and the northern tip of New York State back west through Pennsylvania into Ohio. We're talking rainfall that could exceed 5 to 10 inches over a wide portion of this area coming up not only tonight but also tomorrow and into the day on Tuesday. Remember earlier this week, Keith Monday showed you how this storm is a hybrid. It's got both a tropical hurricane portion of the storm, but it's also getting squeezed in with cold air and a traditional winter storm from the west. So it's that combination causing so many problems in the forecast. And right here in our area, that cold air will cause us a few problems as well. Yesterday, we managed to top out at about 72 for the afternoon. Today, only the upper 60s, sitting at 64 right now in Charlotte, and only about 45 degrees in Boone. The cold air is already making that push into the mountains right now. Futurecast for the next few hours, keeping us in the upper 60s, relatively comfortable here by 4 o'clock, but you'll want the jacket tonight and certainly tomorrow morning. We'll be dropping back into the 40s by tomorrow morning, about 10 degrees colder than today. And notice how Boone is close to 32. We really have to monitor temperatures in the high country. As rain showers develop tomorrow, we're going to see a transition to snow across the high elevations as temperatures drop below freezing. And notice here by Tuesday morning, we could be down into the 20s in the mountains, and we are talking 30s for early Tuesday morning near Charlotte, extending into Union County. So for the high country, we are focusing on a transition to snow tomorrow. So a winter storm watch begins Monday, focusing on Ashe, Watauga, and Avery County down into the Caldwell and Burke Mountains. We are estimating about 3 to 5 inches of snow right now. It's hard to estimate an accumulation at this time of year because the first bits of snow, they're going to melt on the warm ground and the warm trees. But Futurecast gives you a good view of what we're expecting here. Some snow showers across the high terrain of the Tennessee border late tonight. That is not expected to bring any accumulation, but it's going to begin to stick to the trees. And the problem is with windy conditions here, as we get 2 to 4 inches and eventually about 3 to 5, we are talking about potential for tree limbs to come down and power lines as well. So you have to be prepared for power outages in the high country the next couple of days, because wind is going to add insult to injury with gusts here potentially exceeding 60 miles per hour. That high wind warning starts tonight. All the counties in orange here under that high wind warning starting tonight. The winds we have now will only get worse the next couple of days. So even in Charlotte, we're going to be facing 15 to 20 mile per hour winds through tomorrow, and then that will start to ease up on Tuesday. The problem is you factor in winds with temperatures like this, and it's going to feel like it's around 50 degrees and even in the 40s for a good portion of the day. So the next couple of days, we're still watching Sandy even as it moves away from us. Breezy today, a few rain showers across the high country possible, 64 in Morganton. As we move off to the east, not expecting to see any wet weather for the area. Plenty of breaks of sunshine coming up, but winds kicking up from Statesville down across Lake Norman. And if you wanted to head to Lake Wylie today, you need to be very careful with gusts starting to jump up to about 30 miles per hour later today. 68 in Charlotte, temperatures closer to 70 into upstate South Carolina, and they're dropping from there. Our 5-day forecast showing a high of only 56 for Monday and 56 for Tuesday. And again, don't forget, into the 30s for early Tuesday and Wednesday mornings. This is about the time of year when we start looking for a first frost, so that's not terribly unusual. The unusual thing is the combination of Sandy and the cold to bring us early season snow in the mountains.
Well, for the rest of this week, especially early in the morning, we're going to have to get our jackets ready.
Yeah, you're going to need sweaters for a couple of days before we warm up.
All right. Thank you, Katie.